the animal people not fear you in the park?
Uh-oh. Hey.
Oh my God. It's your hand.
You can fly. You just need to rest a little bit.
Of course not. You are vegan now.
Peace for Ukraine or Ukraine now. Russia, just go home.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
People say to me, I didn't think that a rat or a rabbit or a pig could be so soulful and so similar to us. But after seeing them in your pictures, now I'm aware of that.
Through the Lens of Compassion, Portraits of Animal People by Rachele Totaro, vegan, part 1 of 2. Continue watching to find out more.
Vegan, 'cause heavens don't take any excuses.
If you have the pleasure of visiting the Talish region, locals may say, Hashuma, that's welcome in the Talish language. Noble viewers, I'm Agazahir. The contented Talish people are grateful for your compassion, especially toward our animal people co-inhabitants. May Allah bless you abundantly. Welcome to part 1 of a 2-part series entitled Through the Lens of Compassion, Portraits of Animal People by Rachele Totaro, vegan. Rachele Totaro is a gifted photographer and vegan from Italy. She graduated cum laude from the University of Turin in multimedia and mass communication, with her experimental thesis focused on animal people rights organizations in Italy and abroad. She writes for a profession and photographs for a living. As she says, she sees best through a lens. A passionate animal folk lover, Ms. Totaro employs her camera lens as a powerful tool to convey the stories of animal individuals. Today, we have the privilege of inviting Rachele Totaro to share her vegan story.
I started becoming interested in animal rights and so in vegetarianism first, more than 20 years ago. And so I became vegetarian when I was 20. And then after some years, I understood that it was not enough. And so 11 years ago, I became entirely vegan. For me, it is mainly a matter of believing that animals are friends, are just as important as us humans. And so I don't want to eat friends or to hurt them. And this is a natural choice, I think. It's mainly for that reason. And of course, I think that veganism is a very important way for us as humans to help the entire world, the earth, and also other living beings. I think that veganism is a choice for everyone.
There are 211 countries and regions which have animal people protection laws. Montenegro is one of them. Montenegro Animal Welfare Law. Over 60 different violations of this law are punishable by a fine ranging from 20 to 200 times the minimum wage in Montenegro. Obey the law of your country. No more animal people slaughterhouses. No more herding. No more murdering them to eat, to lab test, or for any reason at all. Be vegan, make peace. So be it.
Rachele Totaro tells us how her vegan journey also led her to become a photographer.
I think it's quite connected. For me, it is important to emphasize the empathy and to raise awareness about mainly animals, their feelings, and how close they are to us. And so I think that photographing is a way for me to let them speak. When I have a camera with me, I think that I can see in a clearer way, and perhaps I can help people to see maybe what is hidden. I'm thinking about some of the pictures I took to animals who often are seen as pests or ugly, bad, or whatever. I think mainly about mice and rats. They are beautiful creatures. They are clever. They are social, and they can teach us a lot about being group, being united. And I hope that photographing them, I can raise more awareness about how beautiful and precious their lives are. I think it's maybe one of the things I love more about volunteering as a photographer for animals. When people say to me, I didn't think that a rat or a rabbit or a pig could be so soulful and so similar to us. But after seeing them in your pictures, now I'm aware of that. And I think it's one of the best thing I can do for animals through a camera.
Through her photography, Rachele Totaro sheds light on the individuality and inherent value of each animal. She seeks to dismantle the notion that animals are mere commodities or objects, and instead emphasizes that they are sentient beings deserving of compassion and respect.
Vegan, be the light in the dark hours.
Understanding viewers, let's take a moment to pray that all people swiftly adopt the planet-protecting vegan lifestyle. We'll be right back here on Supreme Master Television.
Peace for Ukraine, or you reign now. Russia, just go home.
Welcome back to Through the Lens of Compassion. Portraits of Animal People by Rachele Totaro, Vegan, Part 1 of 2. Miss Totaro is the volunteer photographer of the association La Collina dei Conigli. She introduces this organization and a series of photos taken in laboratories, explaining the story behind these photos.
La Collina dei Conigli is an Italian charity working to rescue the lab animals. Here in Italy, there is a law which allow the researchers to save the animals they test on after their research they test by releasing them to charities.
If you own a home, do you do all can to protect it?
Sure would.
Well, you own a planet. Be veg, go green to save the planet.
According to Italy's Legislative Decree number 26 from March 4, 2014, institutes using animal people for experimental and other scientific and educational purposes are required to set up an animal welfare body. This regulation allows laboratories to transfer animal people to competent facilities if they do not pose a threat to humans or other animal individuals, and still have a normal life expectancy after the experimentation they have undergone.
There are 211 countries and regions which have animal people protection laws. Obey the law of your country. No more animal people slaughterhouses. No more hurting, no more murdering them to eat, to lab test, or for any reason at all. Be vegan. Make peace. So be it.
It's very important because I know maybe many people could say it's not enough because tests go on anyway, but it's a way to save these poor animals who were used for tests at least. And La Collina dei Conigli is one of the charities which help them by rescue them after the labs. And so when I heard about their job, I thought it was amazing and a very important way to support animals. So I tried to support them. And in the previous years, I reached Monza, which is where the Collina is located, to take pictures of those animals, most rats and mice, but also rabbits, who were released from laboratories. And so my photographic projects involve them, and I think it's really important for me to show that those animals who were considered just numbers by the researchers, they have also a number tattooed on their ears, and now they are subjects, they are models, they are beautiful. I decided to photograph them also in some fairy tales contest like Alice in Wonderland, just to show the magic can be hidden in a cage. And I hope that my pictures reach many people and many hearts.
These are some of the magical photographs in Rachele Totaro's series, Alice in Wonderland.
Was an idea shared with a volunteer of La Collina, my friend Attilia, and she had this idea starting from the White Rabbit, of course, one of the mainly character of Alice in Wonderland. And so we decided to develop a sort of journey with various episodes from Alice in Wonderland, various characters, and it was a lot of fun because we drove the drafts before meeting, and then we made all the ornaments, all the setups, and of course there was a big question because you don't know if a rat will be collaborative with you. So perhaps you have a picture in your head, but then in practical, will it go well or whatever? There is a lot of improvisation also in these cases, but again, they were amazing models, and so I think that the pictures we took were better than the one we imagined before. And I think that we had a little bit of magic to this context and to this situation.
For 6 years, Rachele Totaro has visited the sanctuary, where she captured the heartwarming images of rabbit, guinea pig, mouse, and rat individuals, all of whom had previously been subjected to laboratory experimentation. The pictures have been utilized in a calendar to raise funds for the rescued animal friends. What a creative project for a beautiful cause! During an interview conducted by the newspaper El Quintanarroense in 2010, Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan, mentioned the good example set by Italy to protect animal people.
Actually, there's some country already beginning to do some part of that. Like, for example, in Italy, they have very good law to protect animal people. You know, if you have animal people as pet people, anybody, any landlord has no right to refuse you to rent his house.
It's part of the covenant.
Yes. So if you refuse to rent him a house, he can sue you. And even like cars running on the street and hit the wild animal people, they have to compensate or take care of the animal people to the hospital or something. Because if they're caught not take care of the animal or wild animal people, if accidentally or something, they'll be fined. So you have to take care of the animal people. If you hit or injure the animal people, that's the law in Italy. See? Yes. We're getting better. I like that kind of country. Bravo, viva Italia. That is what I call civilization. Civilized people. Not because you're rich and you have cars, you have big house and you're civilized. A civilized country, you can see by the way they're treating each other or treating the less defensive, the defenseless animals, people. I mean, the consciousness is high.
For more information on Rachele Totaro Vegan, please visit instagram.com/Rachele Totaro PH.
Meat can no longer be protected as a personal choice. If your meat is going to destroy my health and our environment, you ought to have to pay for it. The Honorable Maneka Gandhi, vegan.
Joyous viewers, it's been a pleasure to have you with us today. Join us again on Saturday, October 7th, for Through the Lens of Compassion, Portraits of Animal People by Rachele Totaro Vegan, Part 2 of 2. Coming up next is Birdsong Symphony, enhancing mind and body through the melodies of nature, here on Supreme Master Television. May you rejoice in the grace and radiance of the divine.
Peace for Ukraine or you reign.
Be vegan, make peace, do good deeds, hell not reach.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/AJAR.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule et suprememastertv.com/AJAR.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule y suprememastertv.com/AJAR.
మా కార్యక్రమాలు అందజేస్తున్నాయి అనేక భాషలలో. దయచేసి చూడండి suprememastertv.com/schedule మరియు suprememastertv.com/AJAR.